spoilers for The Mandalorian Season 2. Big spoilers for the final episode in particular, but also the series in general. Now, there are a couple of massive reveals from this final chapter, one being the return of Luke Deepfaker. Got him. That I want to touch more on in another video and my podcast, The Weekly Planet. But what I want to get through here is specifically the post-credits scene and what that could mean for the future of the show, and of course the newly announced Boba Fett series. So leave a like for this video if you could, it really helps out. Why not? You got a free hand probably, just give it a like, come on. So as a quick summary of the scene, we return to Tatooine, specifically Jabba's palace, now belonging to that of Bib Fortuna, whom it appears escaped Jabba's sail barge, taking on the position of crime lord, which is also not entirely dissimilar to what he attempts in the Star Wars Legends stories, before he was turned into a giant robot brain spider. Don't worry about that. We already talked about it in a video. It's linked below if you do want to know that very strange story. Now, as is customary, if you are sitting in this position, yeah, he's blown out a little. He's not doing as much walking as he used to. Bib Fortuna's reign is abruptly ended, however, with the arrival of Fennec Shand and Boba Fett, whom in killing him, takes on the mantle of the new Tatooine crime lord, I guess? Then we get the announcement of the series, The Book of Boba Fett, coming December 2021. Now, it did seem that Boba Fett may have turned a page in helping retrieve the child, and maybe in him taking on this role, maybe he's going to use it for good. Maybe he's going to repair the Tatooine economy and bring glory to all the horrible, horrible people that live there. Or not, maybe he's like, I got my armor back, I did the thing I said I'd do. I'm gonna do crime stuff. This to me though does feel more in line with the character from the in-canon movies and the current expanded media. I mean, of course, aside from his newfound competency, as soon as he stood on that trapdoor, I was thinking, yeah, history has proven you are not coordinated enough to not fall down that hole. But this is a new era for Boba Fett, and he ascends those 3 to 4 stairs like a man who has never fallen over in his life. Now, a Boba Fett series has been rumoured to be filming right now, despite not being announced at the recent shareholders presentation. We don't know at this point whether it's a limited series like Obi-Wan is supposed to be, but it seems likely that it will coincide with the AHSOKA, Rangers of the New Republic, and the Mandalorian series, which are all telling a larger narrative, with the story points then converging. I'd imagine also we're going to see the return of some Tatooine locals. He could end up clashing with the likes of Cobb Vanth, who seems to have a strong sense of justice, and I think also would make a good foil for that of Boba Fett. Also, he was wearing his armor for a handful of years, so I'd imagine there's going to be some friction concerning that. A couple of things though maybe I'd like to see from this series. For one, an explanation of how he managed to escape the Sarlacc. That has of course been touched upon in Legends, and it's this weird psychological mind game between him and the Sarlacc, which could make a really interesting episode or flashback. Maybe it's all flashbacks though. Maybe the Book of Fett is going to tell a kind of non-linear narrative, which would then explore his life at different points in time. You know, he could spend an episode covering the mad dash that he takes to deliver Han Solo to Jabba the Hutt, or delve into his weird and horrible childhood. You can go anywhere really. I'd also be interested to see though how this guy, formerly at the whims of crime lords and the Empire, how he's going to handle now being in charge of something. I mean, the paperwork of being a crime lord is insane, presuming there is paperwork. But maybe you'll end up yearning for the simpler days of bounty hunting and carbon freezing. Look, regardless, we're going to go more in depth on this on my podcast, The Weekly Planet, that's out every Monday morning, where this coming episode, we are going to do a Mandalorian Season 2 recap and review. What do we think of this in general? You know what I mean? I got some thoughts. Mason also has some thoughts. He's on the show. Early episodes of The Weekly Planet, they do actually go up early on bigsandwich.co. About a day early, in fact. Plus, there's another video coming Sunday relating to Luke Skywalker and the Jedi that ties into The Mandalorian, if you do want to subscribe for that. But I'm leaving now. This is the end of the video. I hope you had a good video. I had a great video. This is good fun. We should do this again. All right, goodbye.